Guys, I'm at Gas X Chop Shop, 10 Mile, Tennessee. If you've watched my videos any length of time, you know where I'm at. So, yeah, I'm over here with Mr. Tim Dixon. And that's a cool old 59 Chevy wagon, isn't it? I might show that here in a minute. Today's episode is this 1962 Chevy Impala. My wife and I, Mrs. PIB, last year, we cleaned up this car and done the best we could. Had it for several days at our home. If you go back on my video history, you'll find out everything that we done to it. Okay, this car belongs to Tim Dixon. He is wanting to sell it. I'm going to show you around the car. It's a 283. This thing's all original. 283 Powerglide. That's a wild rabbit, and he's just sitting right here beside me. It's a 283 with the Powerglide. Good running car. I'll tell you what, last summer when my wife and I was working on this thing, I could show it the key and it would just start up. I mean, it's that good a car. Tim still has the original wheels and hubcaps, full-size hubcaps for a 62 Chevy. He still has them. They're 14-inch. You know, it's a full-size hubcaps, like I said, for a 62 Impala. I've had a bunch of 62s and 62 Impalas. I've probably had total, probably 15. But I'm down to one myself. But this one is all original. My wife and I cleaned it up best we could, and it's been sitting outside the whole time since last summer. Put Penetrol on it. Reason I'm mentioning this is because a lot of people ask, how long does Penetrol last? Well, you know, I use Penetrol a lot, or boiled linseed oil, mostly Penetrol. But, you know, it just all depends. I mean, this one's been sitting outside. This is what? Fixing to be May, and I think we probably worked on this probably June or July of last year. And we put Penetrol all on it, excuse me. It's a little bit dull, but I mean, it could use some more Penetrol, but it's really preserved the patina. It really has. So people ask me this all the time. How long does it last? It just all depends. We get a lot of rain and had some snow this year, so okay, I'm going to tell you about the car. It runs good. It's missing this piece right here, and I think Tim has that, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, let me tell you this first. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. It's been a long day. If you want the car with the original wheels and full-size hubcaps for an Impala 62, it's $4,500. If you want them with these wheels and tires, it's $5,000. They're 235 60/15s. Looks like it's got real good tread all around. Anyway, Tim does have the original hubcaps and stuff. Anyway, okay, getting back to this. I'm going to start talking about this. As far as I know, everything works on the car. I don't know what happened to the sun visor, but it's got broke. It's made of pop metal. These pieces up here, pop metal, they're easy to break. But as far as I know, everything worked on the car. I mean, it shows, let me see, 97,098 miles. 97,098 miles. And you know what? I believe that's correct for this car. It belonged to, I know you've heard this story before, but it really did belong to a little old lady. And this is the original carpet, original seats. See, this is the seat coverings I'm supposed to have on my white Impala Whitey. This was what it came with, this pattern. And I'm trying to find there's one little thin spot right there, but the rest of it looks like brand new. I'll keep it covered up out of the sun. But anyway, this original carpet, I'm looking at the brake pedal. I actually think that's the actual miles on the car. I mean, other than being sun-baked, everything is in real good condition. I don't see anything wrong with it. Show you the back seat. Now, there's not a cover back here, so there's the hubcaps. There's a little crack in the seat right there, but see the rest of the, that's where the sun's hit it. And you see the rest of it looks extremely well. Looks like there might have been a little mouse in there over the winter. But let's see. I don't have the keys to the car, but trust me, it runs and drives good. Or it did at my house. Tim's a stand-up guy. If there was something wrong, he'd tell you, but I think he's wanting to kind of clear out a little bit of stuff around here, and so this might be a good opportunity for somebody that loves 62 Chevys, Impalas, and I mean, I'm looking for stuff wrong with it. That's just surface rust. There's a spot on the door. Got a little crease right here where I guess Granny, whoever owned the car, must have maybe rubbed up against something. But I don't see any rust. Okay, there's some rust spots right here somebody would have to address. I'm going to tell you everything I know about the car that I can see. Like I said, it's missing that piece of trim that goes across through there. It's got another little spot right here on the hood, and another one, a little bitty right here, and one developing right there. It's got a little bit of rust right there. Surface rust. More surface rust. Rust hole right there. And a little spot of rust hole right there. But best I can remember, in the trunk, I think the trunk was solid. Tim is busy, or I'd get him to get the keys, but I'm not going to bother him. He's trying to help a customer, and it's not my place. But he told me if I want to do a video, if somebody's interested in this car, he'd sell it to him. Now picture it kind of cleaned up. It's like I said, it's been sitting out here for nearly a year, and it's got Penetrol on it, so it really looked really good last summer when we had it all dolled up and tires black and all that, windows all clean inside and out, and looked really good. It's blue with a white top, or a shade of blue. I don't know how y'all feel, but I love this patina. I truly do. I love all this. It's all cool. If it was mine, I wouldn't fix nothing. Man could, if he wanted to, I mean, if you don't want to put the original wheels and stuff back on it, a man could put some, you know, you could put some 20-inch torque thrusts on it or whatever, and, you know, do what you want to with it, and it'd look pretty good, or leave it like this. It looks good like this too. Just something to think about. I hope somebody, I know this is not my car, but I hope somebody will get the car and take good care of it. It deserves it. Truly, it does. It deserves it. Let me see if I can open this hood. I'll have to have two hands, so hang on for just a minute. Okay, I got the hood pulled. I'm going to raise this up. There's a bunch of waspers, so I'm on the lookout for waspers. I don't see any just yet. Original 283. Everything's original. Oh, the battery's not even on it. Looks like it's got a new radiator, new hoses, new heater hoses, new belts. I'd say Corey done that. New master cylinder. Looks like a new water pump. Looks like. But like I said, this thing run good there at the house. It easy to start. Oh my goodness! You just, like I said, just show it the key. It started right up. If you're interested in this car, before I forget to mention, hey, it's still got the generator on it, and it was charging. Like I said, I really do think 98,000 is actually the original miles on this car. It was a one lady owned car. I know thinking, yeah, I've heard all that before, but yeah, that's true. If you're interested in this car, please go to Facebook and type in Gas Axe Chop Shop. Gas Axe Chop Shop. Axe is A-X-E. Tim Dixon's phone number's on there, on his Facebook page, Gas Axe Chop Shop. You can call and talk to him about the car. We live in East Tennessee, so I probably wouldn't call in the middle of the night or anything, but you know, just be respectful and give him a holler. There's no headliner. It's got a push button radio, sometimes in 62, and that's an all transistor, which is an upgrade. I have had 62s with no push buttons and they were tube. You had to wait for the tubes to warm up. Y'all might be familiar with them or not. It depends on how old you are. I'm 65, so I'm, like I said, I've had a bunch of 62s in my lifetime. And I kind of know what to look for. I like to think I do. I've had enough of them. But I think somebody could really make this a dandy car. To me, for me, if I was getting this car, I would, and me personally, I'd give $5,000, get the wheels and tires and the original rims and hubcaps if it was me. But you know, you could always, even if you went with some aftermarket wheels, you could always keep these for a spare or something. I mean, the tread's that deep on them. But I mean, this is just a really cool Survivor, and I don't think you could go to a car show or cruise in. This would be a great cruising car, my opinion. I just have so many. I really just don't need any more myself. I hope, like I said, I hope somebody gets this car and will treasure it and realize what they have in their possession, because I think this is a really jam-up car. And for, you know, from what little I drove it there at my home, which is just, you know, right around in the yard and in the driveway and stuff, thing purrs like a kitten's. It's so quiet you can't hear it. And I'd love to see somebody get this that would honestly take good care of it and treat it good. It's lasted this long, you know, and I wouldn't worry about the rust or nothing. I mean, it's just a Survivor car. You know, put some aftermarket wheels on it, change it up if you want to, keep these on it, put it back all original like you just found it in a barn, drove it to a cruise in. Be great. I'm not getting nothing out of this, by the way. I'm just helping Tim. Tim's my friend, and he said, Jimmy, would you care to do a video? Maybe some of your YouTube subscribers would like to own this car because you've got all the videos on it. Just go back last summer, 2021, and I think that's when we done it, and type in 62 Impala. You know, belongs to Tim Dixon. Anyway, I've talked long enough. There's not too much more I can say, thank God. I bet that's what y'all's thinking. But anyway, I'm trying to be as truthful as I can be. Oh, the glass. I should say this. I don't know if y'all notice it. It's kind of bubbled. But I like that. Some people don't, but I do. It's got all the original glass in it. It's all here. It's not cracked. It's not busted. I'm trying to think of things that somebody, you know, might think of it. I'm trying to be as honest as I can. I will not mislead anybody. If I know something's wrong with it, I'll tell you. But honestly, there's a little spot right there. I didn't see that before. Just a little, maybe a little stone or something. I can't even feel it, but maybe just a little. I guess a rock or something hit it, but I mean, other than that, I mean, this car's a true Survivor, and I think somebody would be really happy with it. Okay, I've said enough. If you have any questions, please ask Tim Dixon, Gas Axe Chop Shop. You're watching Primered is Best. If you would subscribe, I would appreciate it. I'm on Facebook, Primered is Best, Instagram, Primered is Best, and I have a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. And I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. So I try to put videos up occasionally of that. Actually, you know what? I'll do a video on this 59 Impala wagon. and I'll put it on Man on a Budget, because it's been a while since I stuck one up there. So if you want to look at this one, go to my second YouTube channel, Man on a Budget. You'll see me with my pockets pulled out of my shorts, meaning I don't have any money. True statement. Y'all have a blessed day. The Lord's in charge. I appreciate y'all watching this. And if you do call Tim about the car, tell him you heard about it from Primer Is Best on YouTube. I would be really grateful. I told Tim I'd help him all I can. That's what friends are for. God bless y'all. See you later.